You're watching ChillyBoy Productions. I'm Larry ChillyBoy Chilson, and this is my review for Argylle. Now, before we get into this review, make sure to go ahead and click that subscribe button down below so that you can chill with me on each and every one of my latest videos. Argylle is a 2024 action thriller from director Matthew Vaughn. Reclusive author Ellie Conway writes espionage thriller novels about a secret agent named Argylle, who is on a mission to unravel a secret global spy syndicate. However, when the plots of her novel begin to mirror the covert actions of a real-life syndicate, the line between fiction and reality begin to blur. The film stars Bryce Dallas Howard, Sam Rockwell, Henry Cavill, Bryan Cranston, Catherine O'Hara, Sofia Boutella, John Cena, Ariana DeBose, Samuel L. Jackson, and Dua Lipa. Yeah, it feels like everyone is in this movie, and that was all part of the appeal. This all-star cast with Matthew Vaughn in a hyper-stylized action comedy. I was so excited for Argylle. I know everybody was so tired of seeing that trailer, but to be honest, my excitement for this film never wavered. The trailer looked so good to me. It looked like so much fun, right up my alley. Henry Cavill with that crazy haircut, Bryce Dallas Howard in this lovable, dorky role, and this plot that seemed unique and ripe for a nice action thriller comedy. And that is why it pains me so much to say that Argylle gave me a headache. Yeah, I really did not vibe with this film. We have an early contender for biggest disappointment of 2024. Argylle was a big miss. So let's go ahead and kick things off with the positives. Well, a big positive is actually the cast, because I do think they're all game, they're all here to play, they all give good performances for what they're asked to do. Bryce Dallas Howard is so charming in this film. She toes that line of comedic performance with like sincere believability. I appreciate the type of character that gets to be the lead in this film, and Bryce delivers it perfectly. Sam Rockwell is also fantastic here, giving us the usual Sam Rockwell greatest hits. It's a comedic performance infused with charm and then that nice badass edge to it. Henry Cavill is his usual dapper, handsome, charming self. And then we have actors who come in and just chew up the scenery, like Bryan Cranston and Catherine O'Hara, delivering exactly what you're hoping for from them. And everybody else, well, they're hardly in the film, if we're being honest, but they serve the purpose they're meant to serve, more or less. And then there are those moments where Matthew Vaughn is kind of like back to vintage Matthew Vaughn that we all know and love. The director who gives you that hyper stylized fun action infused with great use of music and cool camera work. It all just fits when he nails it. Particularly, there is a scene in this film that is so cool and fun that has to do with different colors of smoke bombs going off. It's funny, it's inventive, it looks cool. It's a different take on this type of action sequence. It's a different take on gender roles. Everything about it works really well. And the soundtrack, by and large, is a bop. I'll say that too. But that's kind of where my positives end, because by and large, I really thought they missed the mark with Argylle. So let's talk about why it didn't work with the negatives. Well, the screenplay. It's the biggest negative there could be with this film. There is no focus. It is just all over the place with so many twists and turns and ups and downs and sideways. It's a mess with what they try to do with the screenplay. It could have been kind of a neat, fun idea if they shaved off about 30 minutes. It's far too long. It has multiple endings, and really none of the endings work, honestly. But it's not funny. I hardly laughed throughout the film. It needed to be much funnier to pull off this tone. The characters needed to be much more endearing to pull off a story like this. I honestly was bored watching this movie because it just missed the mark so heavily on the tone it was going for. And that obviously, in conjunction with the script, has to come down with Matthew Vaughn and his direction by and large, because it didn't work. Every now and then we got those cool action set pieces, but they were so juxtaposed with the other tones that were trying to be made. And then even some of the action set pieces he put in here go way over the top and way over the line. It tries to get this like campy, cutesy, wink at the camera tone to it, but really it comes off as like a D level script being brought to the screen. An out of the Dollar Tree bin novel brought to the big screen. This writing is really atrocious. I can't get over it. The dialogue, the cheese factor, it's all just too high without enough irony and actual fun to be had. It's not a fun film for me. My head was just ready to explode watching it, and I was cringing so hard through the majority that, yeah, I left with like a freaking headache. The film also cost $200 million to make, and it looks like this? Okay, well, the choices were made. Choices were made. It all could work. It all could be like this ultra cheesy, fun mess, but it's just cheesy and just a mess. Ugly, poorly written, poorly executed mess. I'm just really kind of shocked actually at how they missed the tone so poorly. Even when we have this interesting idea at the start of the film, they waff it. They just don't execute even that idea well. The editing is weird, the pacing is off. The flow just doesn't settle in, and it never settles in the entire film. So many ideas were just thrown at the board, and everyone involved just said, "Yes, all of it." And it left us with this wild, jumbled, tonally ineffective mess of a movie. And that breaks my heart to say because I was so excited to watch this. It wanted to be the Kingsman, and it's not even the King's Man, to be honest. This isn't even a good knockoff Matthew Vaughn Kingsman film. But if you do venture out to see Argylle this weekend, there is a mid-credit sequence that you'll want to stay and see, though it also made me really roll my eyes. So maybe you don't want to stay and see it, but there you go. There is one. Overall, I just didn't really enjoy myself with Argylle. A couple of fun set pieces and some committed acting performances cannot even begin to save this misguided misstep of a film. It just wasn't good, y'all. This is not campy fun. This review really pains me. So honestly, if you're interested in seeing Argylle, wait until it hits streaming. There's nothing here, including visuals, maybe the sound, but even at that, it's a bopping soundtrack that you could just turn the volume up on your TV. There's nothing here that really says theatrical experience. Wait until it's included in a streaming service subscription you already paid for. And if you thought those trailers looked cheesy, well, they made this film look a heck of a lot better than it actually is. So if that's how you felt, you could probably just skip this altogether. So that was my review for Argylle. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, go ahead, click like down below and subscribe to the channel so that you are always up to date on all of my latest videos. Also, join in on the discussion. Are you excited to see Argylle? If you've seen it, what did you think? Let me know either in the comment section down below, or you can hit me up on Twitter. I love you all so much for your continued support. Mwah! Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time. Bye.